So, NFL tier list 2025-2026 season. Um, there was a lot of big moments this season, a lot of really, really bad moments, but and it all has to do with these quarterbacks. So we're gonna start right off. Um, you want to just take turns alternating? Like you'll
Uh,
say one and I'll say one and then we'll do it like
yeah,
that.
sure.
Okay, so I'll do Jordan Love first. I think we're gonna disagree right off the bat.
Oh man,
um, I'm gonna put him. He's between reliable and mid for me. I'm
I,
gonna put
I
him
I would be fine calling him reliable. I think reliable
really.
makes sense. Yeah,
I was gonna put him mid just because like he's so inconsistent. Like he's really, really good some seasons, like some games, and he's really, 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 really bad some games.
yeah. No, I mid's a little crazy. I mean,
I,
he's a solid starter. They paid him.
yeah, I'll give you this. He does get to the playoffs every season that he's been there, so he is technically reliable. So all right, fine.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call him a star. I think that's a bit of a
No,
reach. I
no,
don't think that's crazy to
he's.
say.
I don't think he's a star. I think he can be a star, but I don't think he's a star.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, 100%.
their DVOA was like number 11 in the NFL this season, which is pretty good, but he's still mid.
He also has he should be performing way better for the supporting cast that he has.
Yeah, like his talent group. No, sorry, his wide receiver group is not the best, but they're like average good. Like
Yeah,
they're
and to
all
be fair, he dealt with a lot of injuries in his
yeah,
wide receiver group.
but his wide receiver group is all like average, like is all average wide receivers. Most teams have like a star and then two like
Yeah,
all right players, but they're all right. So it's not like he's a bad core, and he also has a good running back. So I mean,
yeah, top
he
five.
has, and he has a good line. He has a top five defense, so he should be doing a lot better. So
Plays in the cold. That's what takes him down.
yeah, all right, it's your turn.
All right, Jared Goff, throw him at mid. So
You
that's
throw him in.
that's
You're
that's an
gonna
easy
throw him in mid?
mid. That's an easy one.
Nah, he's reliable. He has to be reliable.
No,
If we're gonna put Jordan Love in reliable, we have to put him in reliable.
no. You're saying Jordan Love is as good? No, Jared Goff has a top 5 wide receiver. He has the best running back in the league. They've had a solid defense for the past 4 years. He's the only thing holding that team back. You put, I think there's 15
Nah, Dan
quarterbacks.
Campbell is
There's
the reason why his team
15.
is held back. There's no way.
Nah, there's
He
15,
has more playoff wins than Jordan Love, and we're gonna put him here.
there's 15 quarterbacks. Listen, like 2 or 3 years ago, I would have the debate about Star. But this past season, he was horrible. He held this team back so much.
I think I still think he threw for like 30 TDs and like I think 9 interceptions. That's not a bad season.
How
It's
many
just like
dump offs to Jahmyr Gibbs though? He's a check down merchant.
oh man, it's so tough to put Jordan Love and reliable Jared Goff in mid.
Jordan Love is better than Jared Goff. I don't think you can.
On a talent aspect, yes, but not on a winning aspect.
All right, well, it's a team sport. You can't just say the quarterback with the most to win. If you want, we could pull up a list of everyone's record and just rank them that way.
Jalen Hurts. If we were gonna do that, Jalen Hurts would be the superstar, but he's not.
No,
Clearly, he's not. But all right, fine. I'll let that rock. JJ McCarthy. All right, straight
Drop him.
cheeks.
There you go.
I don't think they're.
And you know what? While we're in the booty cheeks, I see Geno Smith at the end there. Why don't you just stick him right next to JJ?
Yeah. There's no top.
Just get that out of the way.
Honestly, if there was an option below booty cheeks, I'd put them both.
Yeah.
Booty cheeks. But just briefly on JJ. I mean, when he was getting scouted out of college, he also was in a really, really good offense where it was just screen passes, slants, and pretty much dump offs. And that team was a primarily defense-based team, and he wasn't really asked to do much. Then also, he came in the league, got injured right away, missed the entire development year, and now people are like, why is he doing so bad? I'm like, because he, 1, didn't play. Wasn't really good to begin with. 2, didn't really play much. And
definitely buoyed by a good O-line in college, good running game in college, and a great
really
defense.
good running game in college, like almost generationally good O-line and running game in college. And Gino, let's not talk about Gino.
He had a really good comeback with the Seahawks, but
He did. I mean, I think and I'm a Jets fan, so it's like I know how struggling our franchise is. And I
Mhm.
think if he had gone to any other team, he would have had a more prolonged success. But because he went to the Jets, he had 3 years of success. But
Yeah, but
this,
hey, he got a bag. Good for him.
yeah,
You
he
know,
did it. And this season,
enjoy
he
retirement.
he got the Raiders the number one overall pick. So
That's
listen,
right.
kudos to him. He did a good job. He performed the way he needed to perform. All right, you're up to Caleb now.
All right, Caleb, throw him right at star for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Caleb's a stud. He,
Yeah, I
he
agree.
once he just needs to, I think, mature a little bit. Like
Mm.
he can play so well, and it seems like there's just like all these like one-off passes that he just like misses for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he didn't contend for star this season, but like if if we're thinking like who do I want on my team for the next 5-10 years, Caleb is a guy that I'm reaching for.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. And I also, my only gripe with Caleb is he breaks the pocket so easily. He breaks it too easy. Like I feel like he doesn't go in his progression as much.
No, he's got to like learn to step up a little bit, and I think
Yeah.
with time that'll come.
Yeah, he reminds me. See, I can't say A-Rod because A-Rod came off the gate playing like this, but he kind of reminds me of like a younger Kurt Warner type of thing. Because like Kurt also would break the pocket a lot,
Mhm.
and then eventually he started staying in the pocket, and his passing game got quick and got a lot better, and then came the whole the show that they had the whole 2 seasons where they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But yeah, Caleb is a star.
it
I
seems
think
like
he's going to be a superstar too. To be honest, I can see
I
it.
think it'll be, yeah. It
He
seems
has a
like he's
good
very
team.
comfortable with like chaos. Like
Yeah,
it's those routine throws that he misses.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, you saw the playoff game where he runs 20 yards back and hits a dot.
Yeah.
Like
No, that
those are
was
the plays where he
crazy.
excels.
That was crazy. And with like I think it was like 11 seconds left, fade away, throw to the touchdown to cause overtime. And honestly, they should have won that game. They should have won that game.
Yeah,
Um,
I was rooting for him.
and he also got Ben Johnson. So they're only going to get better. It's also keep in mind it was
Yeah,
Ben Johnson's first year. They're both going to get better. And I have a feeling, and that Bears team is young. They're going to be a problem for in a year or two.
and in such a good division too. They perform so well.
Yeah, yeah.
You go ahead, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts mid. Very, very mid. Very super duper mid.
I
He
think
could he
go ahead.
could be reliable. He could be reliable. But you also got to take his team into account. Like he has such a good team. And they did not do good this season at all. They just came from a Super Bowl.
I agree for the most part. I think the one reason you have to put him as reliable.
Because he's a Super Bowl MVP. You want to say
No, I don't care about wins. I'm a Chargers fan, so if I went by wins, I would cry in a hole. I think the one reason you put him at least at reliable is his ability to scramble and run, and what he adds to the pass.
But he doesn't do that anymore, Jacob. He doesn't do that anymore. He didn't do it all this season or barely last.
He still
season.
Scrambles. They don't design the runs for him, but he still scrambles.
I will give you this. I think his coordinator, what was his name? I forgot his name. The guy that got egged. I forgot his name.
I don't know. Haven't they had
Kevin Patullo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think also
Awful coordinator.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? See, people say that, but then when you think about it, he's had 4 different coordinators over the last 4 years.
Yep.
And they've all like kind of said that they have to limit the offense and there's only one reason you would limit the offense because who's throwing the ball. I also don't think he has that much of a complete package throwing the ball wise. He's like a better Tua minus the CTE. He really is.
That's crazy, but I also don't think I disagree.
He's literally like Tua minus the CTE. Much better, obviously better.
You take away a couple, you take away that O-line, and he probably
he's getting smoked. You take away the O-line, he's getting smoked.
You know what? I'm fine with that. Leave him at mid. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we're gonna have a hot take with this next one.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. Sure.
I
Sure go.
listen. First season, great. Second season, lots of injuries. The team underperformed. Maybe they overperformed in the first year, but I would still put him as star. Not
You put a star?
not superstar. Yeah, not superstar. He hasn't reached that status, but I mean, same thing as Caleb. Like he's a guy like 5-10 years from now. You know, he's a guy you want on your team. Oh my god, you're shaking. You're vibrating.
Yeah, sorry. I have one reason why.
What's your qualm?
I would not put him star. And this is just the thing with me.
Okay.
If you're not available, you're not a star. So when we get to Joe Burrow, you're gonna hear my qualm too.
I think we actually like very much agree on that. Availability is the best ability.
Yeah, so if he's not playing, I don't think he can be a star. Can he be reliable to get you to the playoffs where he's playing? Yeah, I of course 100% think so. Because he did it with a bunch of nobodies last season. He also went through a really, 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 really bad injury. So I don't know how it's going to affect him this coming up season. Like, it's a bad injury. That's his throwing. It's not his throwing arm, but his moving arm. It's his grasping arm.
I think it just looked worse than it was. I think he'll be back to 100% this season.
I think so too, but I don't think they're going to have the same success that they had the first season because you got to think about it. The NFC is crazy good. You still got the Lions. The Bears are only getting better. The Giants are going to get better. The Cowboys are going to get better. The Eagles are going to get better. Those are already 5 spots in the playoffs taken. 5 gone.
I don't think Giants make the playoffs, but
you don't think so? Oh, sorry. 4 guaranteed spots taken. The Giants will probably be 9-8 or 8-9.
I think that checks out. Yeah.
And then you got who else? You got those 4. Oh, you got the Rams. They ain't going nowhere. That's 5.
If you, I think
Niners. That's 6. You got one spot available for them. One spot.
If you want to call them injury prone, I don't think that's very fair after one season of injuries.
Yeah. I also don't think we can really grade him either now. Then he's more like a unknown because he's only had one season, so you can't put him a star, and I also can't put him reliable because that's like judging him based off of.
I mean, he's still what he had 3 or 4.
He is a star. He is a star, but I'm not, based off of my ruling. I can't put him there. If you want to put him there, we can put him there.
I want to put him there. I want to give him a chance to bounce back.
All right. We'll come back. You know what we'll do? Next season's done, we'll revisit this.
Okay.
We'll see how we did.
Sounds good.
Dak. All right. All right. I'm gonna put him here. I'm tempted to put him here, but I'm gonna put him here. I think he is a star, but because of his shitty playoff caliber things over the last, I think 9 years, he's been a starter. He's reliable.
I can't get out of my mind. I think the play 2 years ago where he runs up the middle and he tries to get the next snap off before the end of the game, but he runs out of time because he chewed up someone. to me, it's an IQ thing. Like if he were a little smarter.
Is that the game where he ran out of bounds going to try to do a touchdown?
No, he ran up the middle of the field with no timeouts. I think it was playoff game 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember. He tried to clock it. He tried to down it.
Yeah, but he didn't let the ref set the ball. He tried to get the center to snap it before the ref set the ball, which is like, such a procedural thing for a quarterback to get for a quarterback to forget. Yeah. So I'm fine with him at reliable. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, because he will get you to the playoffs. It's just he hasn't shown us anything otherwise, so he can't really. And he's not mid. Like the dude's like when he's on, he's like an MVP like caliber player. So can't really put him on mid.
I think reliable's fine.
Yeah. Russ. Yeah, it's up to you, Russell.
I guess I kind of want to just put him at booty cheeks.
You're gonna put him at booty cheeks? I'm gonna put him at bench forward because
that's fine. Either one is fine. I don't know. It's kind of like the end of his career.
Yeah,
He's less burnt out than Gino, so I'll give you that. I'll give you a bench warmer.
yeah. Because also the reason why I put him there is because if you put him in like a team with a rookie, he'll more than likely teach either start for a couple games and then teach the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying he was doing with the Giants this season. So
He's also not a bad like. I mean, his season wasn't great, but it wasn't JJ McCarthy and Geno Smith.
yeah, that's true. I think he only started 4
Couple
games.
games. Yeah, yeah.
And then I think he came in for one when Jackson was down. So
yeah. All right, Baker. I'm putting him right here. Squat right here.
I don't know what happened, man. What happened this season?
They started 7-0, I think, or 7-1.
He's been so good on Tampa.
Yeah.
And then he just lost it this season, bro. I don't know what happened.
I also, to his defense, and to play devil's advocate, the Jets have had Todd Bowles as a coach, and he doesn't draft offensive players. He also doesn't pretty much know what's going on the offense. And then to his end, also a lot of his players were injured. Like Mike Evans was injured. Then you had Emeka Ibuka out for a couple games.
Godwin
was out up until I think week 13 or 14.
Something like that, yeah.
So he didn't have his pieces, but in the flip side, they were 7-1 without them. So something was clearly going right.
And Godwin played well when he came back. It wasn't like he was
he did
snap count the entire time.
Yeah, he did. I just don't know. I mean, his career has just been mid. Like it just hasn't been more than that. Like he's got to bless credit. I'll be the credit where he came from, Cleveland. He had a good season in Cleveland. And he went to the Panthers. Didn't do that great in the Panthers. Then went to Tampa. I think that's how he.
No. He Panthers to the Rams. Then he had that one like.
Oh yeah. You're right.
That's basically what that one game like saved his career. But it's. I mean, I think it's interesting to note too that they had Liam Cohen last year. He has a great season. Yeah. Liam Cohen goes to the Jaguars as the
Jaguars have a really good season.
Trevor has a great season, and Baker has a big down season. So, I mean, maybe he's not a guy that elevates his team.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the coaching. I think for him to be successful, he has to have a good coach. Do I think he'll ever win? Probably not.
Yeah, I think he's on the back end.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever out of the 32 quarterbacks, I think he's like 20. Yeah. Maybe top 15.
Maybe a little more.
15 to 20. He's not top 15.
Probably not, no.
Bryce?
Right. Put him at mid.
I'm going to put him at mid. He can be here. Because reliable. Because every season he has gotten better. I'll give you that. He has gotten better.
This is very, very slow.
Yeah, it's just like astronomically so. Like it's his fifth or sixth season, I think. No, he got drafted in CJ Stroud, so it's fourth season.
Yeah, sounds right.
I think it's his fourth season. Stroud got drafted in 2022. So he's coming up on his fourth season, I believe. Either his fourth season or he's coming up on fourth season. Mm-hmm. So, and he's getting better. So I can't really say anything. And they might make the playoffs next. Like they might.
I mean, they made the playoffs.
They made the playoffs this year.
They're in a weak division.
They might hold the division next year. Because listen, Dave Canales is not bad. Mm-hmm. He's getting better. Their defense is like surprisingly really good. Their secondary is really, really good.
Secondary is really good. It's the run defense that kills them. I mean, they had a really good playoff performance against the Rams like that.
If they beat the Rams, everybody would be like they own the Rams. They beat the Rams, I think, twice in the regular season. Well.
Yeah. But they definitely competed against a really good team, and Bryce was a big part of that.
Yeah. So I can't really say anything of that. Oh, they don't have Tyler Shuck here. I just realized. They have
is that Rattler?
That's right. Yeah, we'll just pretend that's Shuck.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
This is Michael Penix, bench warmer.
Yeah.
I'll put him straight to bench warmer because he hasn't played. Like that's just a simple. It's just
when he does play, it just
It's like
hasn't looked great.
whatever. It's also like whatever. It's like, oh, okay, he can make some flashy plays, and that's about it. I mean, Zach Wilson can make flashy plays, and look where he's at now.
You want to talk about a check down merchant? That's your guy right there.
Yeah. I mean, he also has Bijan, right? Like that's like adds like 10 to your rating automatically. You can just check it down and you can do whatever because Bijan can catch, run, block, shed, everything. So
yeah, and I mean, you watch a Falcons game, you saw how many like bubble screens they were running and quick dump offs. Like they weren't designing him the most intricate plays, and even feels like handling that he wasn't really keeping up with the system. So I mean, maybe he improves, but right now, yeah, the Jordan definitely.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck.
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'll put him at reliable.
You're gonna put him reliable? I was gonna put him at mid just because we don't know yet.
I mean, every game that I watched from the Saints, I was seeing him use his feet to create plays. He was able to pass the ball when they needed it.
But we're saying, but think about the list though. We're saying he's more reliable than Jalen Hurts, and Jared Goff.
I'm fine with that.
That's what we're saying.
I'm thinking like, who do I want on my team in the upcoming season? Do I want Thunder Thighs or do I want Tyler Shuck?
We can't say this. We can't say Tyler Shuck is more reliable than Jared Goff.
I'm saying it. I said
there's no way we can say this. Oh,
I said it.
I will tell you, he did play really, really good the last 5 games of the season.
I mean, you think about how bad the rest of that Saints offense was before.
Saints offense is not good. It's not good.
I mean, you want to talk about how the Eagles offense raises Hurts up. That Saints offense is bringing Shuck down. Imagine you put Tyler Shuck on the Eagles this season. Super Bowl.
I think they get farther. I don't know if they go to the Super Bowl. Just
I don't know if they go to the Super Bowl,
but I think they win game 1.
Yeah,
I don't think they lose game 1, but it's just crazy looking at it because it's just to put Shuck past,
especially when it looks like Rattler.
Oh man! All right, I think this is easy. Matt Stafford, Super. I'm not gonna, guys.
No elaboration.
An unbelievable season. Crazy amount of touchdowns, very little interceptions, crazy amount of yards. I can't take a number top of my head.
MVP.
He's the MVP, so we'll just leave it at that. Yep. Kyler Murray.
I wouldn't go that far.
What?
I wouldn't go that far.
What are you talking about? He's booty cheeks straight. If my Jets get him, I'm gonna be so depressed.
I think
he's the what?
Bench warmer at least.
I'll give you bench warmer because he's talented.
I mean, okay. All right. So, would you be more upset if the Jets signed Geno Smith or Kyler Murray?
I'd be equally just as upset.
more depressed than you are as a Jets fan already.
Yeah, I'd be just equally as upset. Don't like it would not. The only grief, the only like leeway I'm gonna give Kyler is he's more talented than Geno. That is the only thing I give Kyler.
And that's the guy you want on the bench.
If you look at the careers, it's practically the same. 2 years of success and the rest mid or ass.
The only grievance I'll give Kyler is he hasn't had really a consistent system. And I think if you give him a little bit of consistency.
He did, though. He did. He had him that with Kingsbury, and he got his Kingsbury fired.
Yeah, but what? He had him for 2 seasons?
Yeah.
He's the number 1 overall in 21.
Yeah. They went to the playoffs, I think, in 2019.
19. Yeah, 2019 he was drafted, I think.
Whatever the first season was, Cliff got them to the playoffs, I believe. And then the second season, he had some problems with Cliff and got Cliff fired. But that was the most stable environment he's had since then. So that's on him. That's on nobody else.
I wouldn't put him in blue cheeks, though. I think Mitch Warner's good.
All right, fine. Where are we putting Darnold?
I don't know.
It's so tough with him.
It seems like anyone that go. I think if you asked me 5 weeks ago, I would have said reliable.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the playoffs, he's shown that with this team, he's been a star. I think he's been a star.
I was going to say reliable, and I think he's hard stuck reliable for now, at least. If he wins a Super Bowl, I'll put him a star. But I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? Probably, more than likely.
I hate when people say that, because what if the score is 60-45, and Sam Darnold threw for 6 touchdowns? Are you going to say that, oh, he didn't win the Super Bowl, he's not a star?
No, but he's also not a star based on the last season. And his team is really good, Jacob.
He played really well in the Vikings. I mean, well, okay.
Not the playoffs. They got smoked in the playoffs. Straight belt the cheeks in the playoffs.
But you look at the Vikings last year with Sam Darnold.
They were really good. They were 13-win season.
13 wins? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look at how they do without Sam Darnold. Don't be the spiteful Jets fan. Just put him at star.
I'm actually rooting for Darnold. I actually really wanted to win the Super Bowl.
You should, yeah.
One, because I hate the Patriots, and two, when Sam got given to us by God, that's that draft, because the Browns were stupid. They picked Baker, and he landed in our laps at the 3rd pick. I was jumping for joy, so I'm really rooting for Sam. But Sam has a really good team. They have 2 stud running backs, Charbonnet and K9. Really good wide receiver in JSN. Had the most yards this season. I think in the last 2 seasons he's had the most yards. Like if you compare his yards this season to the other seasons, I think he's had the most receiving yards. Granted, Sam is throwing him the ball. Sam is getting to him on schedule. So that's that. I think Sam, if you put him on a good team, gets you to the playoffs and more every season. But I think Sam on a Bucks, no, I can't say Bucks because I think he would get them far. But if you put Sam on like a Panthers team, I don't think he's getting you there.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I think you.
And stars should do that.
You could put Thor on the Panthers. He wouldn't. The Panthers would still find out how to lose.
Okay, if you put Sam on the Falcons, you think he's getting them to round 2 in the playoffs?
Yes.
You think so?
Yep.
With that coaching?
Yep.
You think so?
The Atlanta defense started off really well, and I think the lack of production on offense wore down on the defense. And then they only started performing very bad in the second half. I think if you had Sam's performance this season on the Falcons, I would, especially in that division. Who did the Panthers played the Rams? So do they beat the Rams? I don't know. But I think they have a significantly better season than they did. And they may even have gotten out of the 4th spot.
Yeah.
Because you think about how bad that division is.
That division is horrible. All right, you know what? I'll give Sam Star. Because I do think he's gonna win the Super Bowl, and then undoubtedly we're gonna have to put him in star. Because if he wins and he's Super Bowl MVP, you have to undoubtedly put him in star.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks man. I think he's MVP. I don't.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Patriots secondary is probably their strength on defense, so I think they definitely take like a heavy running strip. But I think he'll still have two passing touchdowns.
There's gonna be so much play action run in this game.
Yeah,
so much run options. He's gonna have so many RPOs opened up. Like they're gonna. I shit you not. I think they're gonna probably run for 75 yards in the first quarter, and then the whole entire RPO is gonna be opened up in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
There's matchups, but we're gonna pretend this is Brock Purdy.
That's fine.
What do you think?
I think reliable.
Don't disrespect. Okay, I was about to say. I was like, don't disrespect Purdy, dog. He is very reliable. He's the definition of probably reliable. If you're gonna he should be the bench line for reliable.
I think that's very accurate. He can save a broken play. Yeah. He can get you the passes he needs to make, but just hasn't done anything significant enough. You go back to that NFC Championship 3 years ago where they lost him and their backup playing Josh Johnson. I think if Brock Purdy survives that game, I think they win that game and go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they win the Super Bowl, but
Yeah, I mean, he had. Listen, I will tell you, if it wasn't for his defense choking, he would be a Super Bowl winner. They went to overtime. He would be a Super Bowl winner.
Man, you can say that about any defense. I didn't.
That's true. That is true. But he would be because he did lead
I
him.
mean,
He did lead him on a last game-winning drive to get up. Then his defense gave up 3, I believe, to tie the game, and then they lost in OT with those stupid OT rules back in the day where whoever got the first possession to win. It's stupid.
no, I think reliable is very good.
Yeah, I think he's set there. I don't think you're gonna like my Lamar take.
By the sound of that, I won't. Nope.
I would put him.
Nope.
If my brain was working, I would put him here. But I'm gonna put him here.
No,
he's not here. He's not here.
Yes.
He's not here. This dude disappears like Houdini in the playoffs. Gone, vanishes. Bye-bye. He didn't even make the playoffs this season. And he wasn't there.
Yeah, because he was injured half the season.
And what do we say, Jacob? Availability. The best ability is availability. That's why me and you are going to agree on Joe Burrow. I know for a fact we're going to agree on Joe Burrow. He didn't play, okay? And when he's played, first round exit, second round exit, conference exit. He's been in the league for 9 years, Jacob. 9 years. Not 9 years.
2018, he got drafted.
2018, so 8 years.
8 years.
Gonna be 9.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna get much better. The team is getting older. So,
but I mean, the playoff games that you go back to last year.
Don't say every. It was just last year he got sold. The other 2 years, he threw too many interceptions and fumbled the year before that, and he lost them the game. I will give him a pass for last year because Mark Andrews dropped the ball.
But you know what? Honestly,
they should have also never been in that position. They should have been able to spank whatever team they're versing. I forgot.
I'm gonna slightly agree with you for a sec in that wasn't even that good of a pass to Mark Andrews. Like that's not like a guarantee. Like it was at like his knees. I don't think.
No, but he's a professional. He should be catching that. Come on.
Yeah, no, I know.
But like the dude's been in the league for 8 years. See, we hold Josh to such a strict standard, right? We have to hold this guy to a strict standard. I at least hold Josh to a strict standard.
I was gonna say, well,
Josh for me is up here. He's that superstar, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, Josh has never had a team like he's had a team. He's had a top 5 defense. Yeah, he's had a top 5 defense and a pretty good offense. For God's sake, last year he had the best running back in the league. And he's not a bad quarterback. It's just he's not like throwing the scrubs. He got Zay Flowers. He's got Rashad Bateman on the slot. He's got a good tight end.
All right, no. His wide receiver. Don't try to make out like he has this great wide receiver group. They have a bottom 12 wide receiver group. Zay Flowers is the smallest man I've ever seen. Rashad Bateman, what has he played? Like 6 games in his entire career. And who else? Don't forget DeAndre Hopkins. That was on there for I don't even know.
Listen, don't be messing with D-Hop, right? He got some hands, right? D-Hop is valid.
Is he like 40 now? I think
he's like 38. But okay, fine. But they're not a passing team. They're a running team. They have literally one of the best O-lines, and they have Derrick Henry at the helm. And the most mobile quarterback in the NFL. So I want to hear that excuse. Oh,
okay, but no, they've only had Derrick Henry for this season where Lamar was injured. I don't think you could.
What do you mean? They had him last season.
Is this the second season of Derrick Henry?
Oh, yeah, this is the second season. And last season they were cooking, so I don't want to hear it.
All right, I'll submit to that. That's fine.
Their O-line is good, and their defense was top 5 for 2 seasons. I think it was number 1 for one of them, and he still lost. So.
All right. Lamar isn't the hill I'm going to die on. So if you want to leave him that star, that's fine.
All right, where are we putting Joey?
I mean, you said you had the hot take on this, so go for it.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that we called that category reliable because he's like the exact opposite. But
yeah,
it
should be average. It should be average.
I'm fine if we just call that average. You know, like
average. We're changing it, guys. We're changing it. Yeah.
He's the best ability is availability, and
yeah, Well, people are gonna hate on us for this because if whoever watches this is gonna look at this and be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so tough. I get he has had a bad O line and he hasn't had the best situation.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
his
mean,
fault.
look at Justin Herbert, who got pounded this season.
Me and you're
And
not gonna agree on this either.
I'm gonna that's the hill I'm willing
That's
to die
gonna be
on.
that's gonna be a big conversation. But also,
Yeah,
this is Burrow's fault because he asked to have Higgins and Jamar. All that money is going to them. He asked to keep Trey Henderson. So like all that money's tied up there for the defense. Like, and they're also not drafting good. And also Zach Taylor's not a good coach either. But like, it's primarily also his fault. He doesn't play.
I'm not gonna blame all that on Joe when the O line is like paper thin. But I'm
Yeah,
fine
but
with
we
it.
can say that about a lot of people. Like you could say, like, okay, for example, Jane Daniels, he didn't have a good O line his freshman year. That O
Oh
line was
yeah.
like that O line was like 50 years old. Like guarding.
But no, I mean I agree. There are teams that have had semi success with horrible O lines, and Joe just he doesn't have the body to handle that. He's not like Justin Herbert, Superman.
Do I think he's gonna get to the playoffs this year and potentially do a lot of damage? Yeah, I think so.
Joe?
I think this coming season, it's make or break for the dude. If he don't do good, he's retiring. He's already was like depressed on the sidelines. Like I think if he doesn't do well, he's just gonna retire.
Yeah.
It'll be like an Andrew Luck situation.
Yeah.
He had everything going for him. Because he spanked Mahomes his second year.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won a Super Bowl with the Rams, the other Rams, and Sean McVay's that guy. So
yeah, I'm fine with that. Joe Flacco, I would put him as bench warmer.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He's the definition of bench warmer now. Will he be a Hall of Famer? No, I don't think he will. But he was a good player. So
can I derail this for 1 second?
Yeah.
Since you're both New York guys, do you think Eli belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
You don't think he?
Do you know what the qualification is for when they vote on the Hall of Fame?
No, what is it?
What their
I'm pretty sure they have to be in a All Pro at least once or so, right?
I don't know the specific. I know like you have to be in the Pro Bowl because like Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't eligible because he was never like a Pro Bowler. But what they vote on is the best player. They're simply voting on who was the best player, and you can't have as many average and below average seasons as Eli did and be considered one of the best players. And if you're going to say he had 2 great playoff runs, he had 1 great playoff run because the first one was dominated by that defense. And 2, if we're going to use 1 playoff run as a reason why someone should be in the Hall of Fame, then put Nick Foles in there. Because he had a way better playoff run in 2018 than Eli did in 2011 or 2012.
Eli was average. You're not wrong. He was average his entire career. I think his win-loss percentage is 50-50.
I think so, yeah.
But think about this. Can you write
I know what you're going to say. Can you write the story of the NFL without talking about
exactly.
Eli Tom Brady?
So many people will tell you this. It's not my words. So many sportscasters will tell you. Can you write the story of the NFL without Eli Manning? You can't. He's beat Tom twice. The reason why Tom doesn't have an undefeated season is because of that man. That's the sole reason. Tom Brady has nightmares of this dude, brother.
If they are voting on who is the best players, he's not even the best quarterback of his era.
No, he's not.
He's probably 4.
He's never been top 5 of his era.
He's maybe been in the MVP conversation once.
Because you got to think about it. You got Brady there during his era. You got Rodgers during his era. You got Breeze during his era. You got Payton during his era. That's already 4.
Roethlisberger.
Then you got Roethlisberger and Phillip Rivers back to back.
Phillip Rivers. I put all those guys above Eli Manning.
I know, I do too.
Okay.
But then,
So
thing
not
is
one of
that
the best players.
But all those guys are Hall of Famers, minus maybe Philip Rivers.
Well, he came back. He's not going to be eligible for another 5 years. I don't know if they put Philip Rivers in the Hall of
I
Fame.
don't think so either, but I would argue Eli Manning has a better resume than Philip Rivers.
Yeah, because of the Super Bowls, but
Yeah.
like
but they mean a lot, bro. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl, especially
I know. I understand that, but it's a team
we
sport.
haven't won in 60 years. 60 years.
It's a team sport.
Yeah, Tom Brady had Randy Moss. What are you gonna say now? And one of the best defenses in the league. It was a team sport, and it still lost.
I think Tom Brady is very good, but also had everything going for him. I mean, they won 6 Super Bowls. Everything has to click for that to happen.
Yeah, of course. He also had good defenses for half.
Earlier
half of his year. The later half,
top 5 or top 10 defenses every year. He always had a very solid O line.
Not till Tampa Bay though. That's the reason why he became the GOAT. Tampa Bay was not that good, and he won. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, but when everyone wants to sign with Tampa, no, listen. I give Tom Brady his credit, but
yeah. All right, you know what? I'll let it be. No, I'll let it be because he was average. Like it is what it is.
Because they were talking about it. Obviously they just voted on the Hall of Famers. Drew Brees got it right in, and which he deserves. He won MVP. Probably should have had 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think he should have had 3. You're right.
And when they were discussing what's the grading system for the Hall of Fame, they said you're simply voting on the best players. Eli Manning was not one of the best players. That's all I gotta say.
Did you see Luke Kuechly got in? I was so happy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure just because his career was kind of short, but
that guy's a monster.
You want to talk about best players?
He's a dog, bro.
Yeah.
he ran a defense. He ran an offense before the offense stepped on the field. Rodgers, I'm putting him at mid because he's better than these guys.
And he. I mean, even on the Jets last season, when he in the second half of the season, he really started to feel himself again. I mean,
Go
ahead.
All right, sorry, I cut you off. Go
ahead. Coming back from an Achilles injury like that, it's tough. I mean, you saw in the first half of the season with the Jets last season, he wasn't moving. He looked stiff as a rock in the first 8 games, and then obviously the season was kind of over at that point. But then the second half, he started to turn up, and we saw him have a solid season with the Steelers.
Yeah. No, I mean, he'll get he's going to be playing for the Steelers again. Hopefully, I think. Otherwise, they're screwed as a franchise and can't get him to start again because after Mendoza, there's not really a good quarterback. And we'll talk about that when we do a Jets mock draft, a Browns mock draft, a Raiders mock draft. But he's good enough to get you to the playoffs if he's on a decent team. So
I think that's fair.
I think definition of mid. Yeah. And you got Mr. CTE himself. Yeah, I'm. There's a slight argument for here, but he's not.
I mean, you said, you talk about the best ability is availability. You saw him take routine tackles, and he's wobbling off the field. I don't. And now you have Miami stuck with $150 million in dead cap.
Yeah, they're so screwed.
They're screwed, dude. They're not going to be relevant for the next 4 years.
Tyreek is not coming back. Tyreek don't want to come back. He don't even want to play. There's so much money there. Then you got Jalen Waddle's massive contract. And you got Tua's massive contract. They're so screwed.
And even when Tua plays, his arm strength holds him back so often.
Yeah.
You have the fastest guy in the league. You can't reach him half the time.
I honestly think they should try it out with Quinn Ewers. Give him a shot at least. Give him a solid year.
Yeah, I mean, what did he start? He started a few games, 4 or 5, and he looked okay.
He looked all right.
I think they probably go into next season starting him because, like you said, coming up in the draft, there's not a lot of QB options.
No.
But I could also see him signing someone.
Yeah.
I think a Kyler in Miami would be pretty interesting.
You think so?
I think Kyler in Miami would do better with.
See, I don't think but the thing is, I don't think they're going to trade for him because they have to absorb Kyler's massive contract too.
He's only got a year left, right?
No, 2 years. And Oh, I think the only way I can see a team taking Kyler's contract is if the Cardinals take the money, like they say that
If they
they
retain
the
it,
most. Yeah, because I don't see them. But at that point, why would the Cardinals get rid of him?
he's not that good.
Yeah, he's not that good, but he's the best
Yeah,
of the
no.
options available. I
I
will
don't
tell you
know.
though,
I don't know what his
Jacoby
contract is.
Brissett is good though. Jacoby Brissett is good. He's a good backup, and I think Jacoby Brissett on like the Falcons, for example, would have done way better this season.
I think that's fair. I think Josh is another non-conversation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even conversate with Josh. If he just had a better wide receiver core, this dude going to the Super Bowl every year. there's no really question about it.
Yeah, he's never been the one to hold his team back. He's always been the one lifting them up.
Yeah, this season, really good season, just bad playoff game. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
Good season, bad playoff game. I'm not gonna punish them like the rest of these like sportscasters and people who say, "Oh, he choked the game." I'm like, yeah, did he choke the last 4 years?
Yeah.
like, Drake, May, Drake, star.
Yep. Really,
I'm gonna leave this brother till the end because I got some words for him.
All right, I'll let you handle that. That's fine. Yeah, Drake, I love Drake May coming out of college too, and there's a reason that the Patriots wouldn't take any calls on that pick.
Yeah, I think Caleb's gonna have, when it's all said and done, Caleb's gonna have a better career than him. But
I disagree.
You think so?
Only because the Patriots are a more stable franchise.
That's true. But the Bears have Ben Johnson, man. That dude's like McVay and like coming. Like that's like the next McVay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could see that too. I wouldn't be surprised.
And Vrabel is a very good coach. Don't get me wrong.
Great coach.
But I don't think he's like McVay type of coach. So
I think he's on his level. I mean, look what he did with the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think Ben Johnson's
any coach that takes a team to the Super Bowl, you can't really knock him for anything.
Yeah, true. I mean, Zach Taylor.
I don't know. The Bengals is also
that's like the one outlier. You're like, damn, I wish he wasn't there.
Okay, well, that was also 5 years ago at this point, I think.
Yeah, I mean the NFL has changed now, but yeah. Trevor Lawrence, I'm gonna put him at. He fluctuates between these two for me, but I think after the season he's there.
Yeah, amazing season.
Yeah,
even when Brian
his entire career before the season though, mid.
Yeah, that's fair. That's right. I mean, maybe he just needed the right coordinator. Yeah,
yeah.
You want to talk about a guy who's had like a tumultuous coaching staff?
That's fair.
He's never really had a system to play in, and I think Liam Cohen, at head coach, he's got something stable now.
I think he gets unwarranted hate because he was that touted prospect coming out of college.
Yeah,
and there is some hate that's warranted, obviously, because he was that pick, but it's also unfair based off the situation he was in. And also, might I say something? They should have never let go of Doug Peterson. I think if they kept Doug Peterson for like 2-3 years, it would have helped him develop faster, and then Liam Cohen could have come in and made him who he is now. But because he had so much instability, like I think he probably went through like 6 different offensive playbooks in like 6 years.
Yeah,
no, probably more because there was fires in between seasons where he had to.
Urban Meyer got fired like 8 weeks in. No, I think Star for now is definitely good.
Yeah.
CJ,
I'm putting him right here. I don't want any conversation.
Booty Cheeks is crazy.
I don't want no talk after that, man. I lost a lot of money because of him.
Oh my god, no, you can't. See, you can't be unbiased. Put him at mid. He's
not mid. Don't you dare say he's mid.
He can be good.
He's here at best. He's best. You're right. He's mid.
Yeah.
5 interceptions, Jacob.
I know.
5 interceptions with this defense. This defense is all world. This defense is almost not as good as obviously the Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. not as good as the Seahawks with Richard Sherman and all those guys.
They've been top three for.
This is up there. They're like that. They're
Trust
that
me, I know.
caliber. So, and this brother sold them so bad. Think about it this way: I looked at a stat. Every interception he had. Do you know how many points the Patriots scored off of them?
It was like 7 or something, right?
No,
0?
No, 0. They scored no points on any one of the turnovers he gave up. And this brother still couldn't win the game. And they put Davis Mills, I think they would have a better shot to win that game.
I think the big problem when Davis Mills came in, he definitely like reinvigorated the Houston, brought and kind of put them back on the path to go to the playoffs. But you also have to look at how weak their running game is right now. Like their offensive line is not very good at run blocking. They don't. I mean, Woody Marks is like he had a solid enough season, but Nick Chubb is past his prime. The running game isn't great. When a quarterback doesn't have a great running game, it's very hard to put everything on him. But
I think they might
also find
Jeremiah Love. Yeah, I think they might trade up to draft Jeremiah Love. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised.
I can see that, but I also think they'll probably prioritize their line first.
Yeah, but his O-line's not that bad.
I mean, they traded Tunsil for
Pitts. But Tunsil's getting really old, though. He was getting old.
But he was like the only guy that was like a guy on that line.
Yeah, but they can also build that O-line during free agency. But even after that O-line, we have to build. I still don't think he's going to be like that good.
That's fair. And that's why he's good.
Yeah, that's true. Daniel Jones, I'm going to put an average. He gets too much hate. Let my man rock.
I don't think he gets enough hate.
You don't think he gets enough hate?
I don't think he gets enough hate.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to take that back because I can't do that. I can't do that to
I'm fine with that.
I can't do that to Joe Burrow and Dak Prescott and Chuck and Brock Purdy and Love. I can't do that. This is hella disrespectful. But this is okay. I will tell you though, we have to edit this list. These two cannot be here then. These two have to be an average. They can't be mid.
I'm fine with moving Jalen Hurts up. I will not move Jared Goff up.
Why? There's no way. We can't do this. Jared Goff is not as bad as Baker, Bryce, Rodgers, CJ Stroud. We just said this guy was booty cheeks.
You said that. I didn't say that. I'm not moving Jared Goff up. I mean, you got the mouth, so you do what you want.
No, I'm not. Obviously, this is a collaboration, so that's fine. But
I'm fine with moving Jalen Hurts up. But I like this so far. I think where this is at is fine.
All right. I'm not going to talk too much about Daniel Jones just because I want to move on to the next topic because I know you have to leave soon, right? 11:30, you said? Okay, so Daniel Jones, definition of mid, and he wasn't reliable this season. When he played, good. He's taking the shitty Giants to a playoff run too. Won a playoff game. The next 3 years after that, not great. Also had a dysfunctional organization where you had Wink Martindale giving out secrets like left and right to the media. You had Dable and him fighting over who was running the team. And then he went to a stable organization. No, sorry. He went to a more stable organization and won 8 games until he got injured. So I think he would have been all right. They definitely would have been in the playoffs if he didn't get the injury that he did. Granted, do I think Jonathan Taylor carried him half the season? Yes.
Jonathan Taylor and that O-line. I mean, you look at some of the film on that O-line and the holes that he was making could have fit a Mack truck through.
That O-line's but the thing is that O-line's only gonna get better. Like that O-line's only gonna get better.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So I think he'll be all right. Do I think they'll ever win a Super Bowl with him? No. But do I think they'll make the playoffs? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
This guy, he's not a bench warmer. He's not cheeks either. I think he's mid.
Mid for now.
You
don't have enough information.
Because he's not a bad player. He's just on a really bad team. Like he's made some plays. Like he's definitely better than Shador. I'll tell you that much.
There's a reason that these teams have the number 1 pick.
Wait, why is the Browns not here? There's no Browns quarterback here. We'll do that at the end.
Isn't that Flacco? Isn't that?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
If
Shador anymore.
Shador was here, I'd put him here too. To be honest, though.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cam, you're right. We just don't have much data on Cam to make a informed decision.
I think like we're watching Fernando Mendoza right now. He just had a great game in the national championship. He's going to go to the Raiders. He's probably going to have an okay. Like we're probably going to see the same thing, and then depending on how they build around him, who they hire for coaching, I think that'll drive a lot of the success or failure.
I love that take because I think he's going to have the exact same situation as Cam.
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders are magically going to become, playoff contenders.
Yeah, I love that take. Actually, I think if somebody were to represent Fernando Mendoza in the league, it would be Cam Ward.
Yeah.
The situation.
And it's just the reality of whatever team gets the number one overall pick. They're there because the whole team is bad, not because they are missing a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the Lions. The Lions.
Trust me, the Jets can tell you all about that.
Well, the Jets are a special kind of bad where they play well enough to not get the first pick, and then, but somehow everything is bad.
Yeah, Mahomes. As much as I hate this guy, he's here. There's really not a question about it. Unfortunately,
personally, after this season, I wouldn't put him that high.
Nah, you have to. He's a 3-time Super Bowl winner, and he's carried them to those Super Bowls.
That's fine. I won't argue that.
He can't really change him. There's no way. He can't put him in star. Not in this category. Not where Lamar and Sam are in.
That's fine. I just really hate him, but okay, that's fine.
Brother, I'm with you. When the Eagles beat him last year, I was so happy when they were losing like 40-0 at halftime. I was jumping for joy, but yeah, this guy right here. Sean Payton. I'm just gonna say two words. Sean Payton.
Yeah, I honestly still don't really know.
Sorry. Maybe here.
I don't think he's very good. He has.
I don't think so either.
A lot around him, but then I also we see him make good plays, but it just feels like he doesn't really take any risks.
But a lot of it's also scheme, man. It's a lot scheme driven.
I would be okay putting him at average because he has that running ability.
But we're saying that he's the caliber of Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love. And
I only give Joe Burrow a knock because of how little he's on the field.
Yeah, but then we're saying this guy is just as good as this guy, and he's not as good as Dak Prescott.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think you can leave that.
All right, I'm gonna let you start off Justin Herbert's claim. And then
my beautiful, glorious king.
I'll drive it on him.
Do you know that Justin Herbert got an MVP vote this season?
No, he did not.
He did. Hold on, wait. Let me get the name of
what idiot voted for him.
Let me get you the name of my new favorite MVP voter.
Oh my god, what idiot voted for him? Let me hear this name.
I believe it was Sam Monson. Yes, Sam Monson, my intelligent king. You look at what Justin Herbert had for an offensive line this season. I think he had the most QB hits in the past 10 years or something like that. Something insane. You saw those PFF grades for the Chargers O-line. No one was our center is 36. There's 32 teams.
You know what I thought? There was a statistic that if they didn't play a snap, they would be higher ranked on PFF.
That doesn't surprise me at all. So they start off with 3-0 in the division, right? Justin Herbert starts running the ball more. So what does Greg Roman do? Puts the entire game plan on Justin Herbert's back. Basically, they expect him to get everything. They had no run game, and they went to the playoffs. Granted, they had a very good defense this season. They made a lot of turnovers. But the fact that offense was able to score it all is because Justin Herbert is an immaculate quarterback.
Okay. That's all fair. Trust me, it's all fair. The only thing I'll give you, the only resistance I'll give you is And I'm not saying he's as good as Josh Allen, but those two are in similar situations. Very good defense, not great offense, definitely not great wide receivers. One can argue Justin Herbert has way better wide receivers than Josh Allen
Wait,
does.
did you? But the Bills don't have a good defense.
Bills have a good defense.
No, they don't.
Well, if you say that, then it's helping my case because Justin Herbert has that over Josh Allen.
Well, that's why the Bills did better. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, where would you put Justin Herbert in this?
All the way at the top.
All the way to the top? No,
all the way at the top.
Bro, he's average at best right now, at least. At least.
You put any other quarterback on that team, they don't make the playoffs.
I can put Josh Allen right there. He gets to the playoffs. And so if you're gonna put him up there,
just because of his rushing ability, probably just Josh Allen.
If you're gonna put him, Mahomes gets there.
No.
You don't think Mahomes gets there?
No.
Mahomes definitely gets there.
No.
You can't put him in superstar if I can replace him with one of the people in superstar and get there. Well, he can't.
But we're saying they're equivalent.
No, I said they're in equivalent situations. Josh Allen is far better than Justin Herbert. Far better.
Far better. Brother,
far better.
You haven't watched the game. You haven't watched the Chargers game.
I will tell you Justin Herbert's like target practice out there for defenses. I'll give you that. So he doesn't
have you looked at like the drop statistics for the wide receiver?
Quentin Johnson is not a great catch wide receiver.
Even Ladd McConkey.
I was going to say Ladd McConkey. Yeah, Ladd McConkey's not a great wide receiver either. He's like a 3 in most systems.
And Greg Roman is a terrorist for offenses. Like you.
Well, he's a run-only offense. He's only run-only offense.
So he doesn't know how to develop a passing game. Dude, if you like this Patriots game, it was basically the same play every time where you would have one guy drop on the first down line. You would have one fade and you would have one post. And the defense had to do the same thing every time. No fucking wonder the defense knew what to do. The Chargers. Okay, let me make my take right now. The Chargers with Mike McDaniels as offensive coordinators will average 28 points a game this season.
Easy, 100%. I'm not even doubting you. Why? Because that O-line is going to get the people that were actually on the O-line will play next season.
Once Joe Alt and Sean Slater come back, the offense will get much better.
And I definitely think they're going to draft another O-lineman this season in the draft.
They need to get a center.
Maybe even 2. So
the center from the Falcons is a free agent, I believe, and I think they signed him. You also look at cap space. Chargers are like top 3 right now.
Yeah, most players are on rookie contracts.
So just put him at superstar. Just put him at superstar.
I'll make this compromise with you. I'll put him at star. He's not a superstar. He's not as good as those 3.
Fine, but I want you to put him like towards the front, just so.
I'll put him right with Sammy. He's equivalent to these 3, right? Well, he's equivalent to him. These 2. They're similar. I'm not ranking them. This is not in order. Like, these are not in order. If this was in order, he would be here, and he would be like here, and then he would be like that. We're gonna do that. If we're gonna do that, that would be the order. If we're gonna do this, I think Josh is better than him now. Yeah, if we're gonna do that,
I guess I'll take that. I mean, it's
these 2 are very comparable because this guy don't do nothing in the playoffs. This guy also don't do nothing in the playoffs.
All right, well. I know he's 0-3 the playoffs, but the Jacksonville game, the defense absolutely shit the bed.
But Jacob, you can't see people make that argument all the time, but the offense also stopped performing
because
look why they're able to catch
plays they were calling.
I'm not arguing with the plays because he could. But the thing is, he's a QB, right? He can always can a call, change it on the line, and do whatever he wants because he sees the field at the end of the day. He gets the ultimate say.
Because of the lack of success in the playoffs, I'll concede to star.
Yeah, but he is a star. He's a star.
In my heart, He is number one.
I gotta do it this way though.
That's crazy. We're just talking about how the best ability is availability, and then you're gonna put him there.
I gotta do this.
Just
got the 2-time MVP, unanimous at that. Like,
probably should have been 3-time over Josh, but
yeah, I can't do that.
All right,
I will tell you these two are very similar. They're very similar.
Go ahead. Talk about Justin Fields.
This guy is like, see this list. He doesn't belong there. He belongs like here or out of the page. I wish I could just throw him out. God, can I get rid of him? Can I just garbage? Guys, he doesn't belong on any list. He shouldn't even be in the NFL right now. God, started. You know the Jets had the 5th worst DVOA of all time. 5th worst of all time. That means the existence of the NFL. We had the worst offensive efficiency. The 5th worst offensive efficiency in the entire NFL.
And I also believe the first defense to never have a turnover. Is that correct?
Yeah, and we have a defensive coach as well.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna be so bad for a while.
I'll say one thing about the Jets right now. They really shot themselves in the foot because they hired Glenn. Fine, you got to hire someone.
They didn't fire him. They should have fired his ass this season.
Yes, he should have been fired right at the end of the season. Because then you saw how many good coaching candidates came out. I mean, I think John Harbaugh still goes to the Giants. I think Stefanski, I think he was probably available. Jesse Minter from the Chargers. There were so many good candidates. But then at that point, if you fire them after all those guys become available, it is so hard to look yourself in the face in the organization. And what coach would want to go to a team? Granted, I understand 32 positions as a head coach in the NFL is still a prime position, even if it's the Jets or the Browns or the Raiders, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should have fired Glenn at the end of the season. To be a defensive-minded head coach and then not generate a single turnover for
the worst defense in the league. The very worst defense in the league.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can continue.
The Bengals defense is better than us, and their defense is non-existent. They had more interceptions than us through 3 games than we did. Through 1 game, they had better defensive stats than us after 1 game. My only hope is JJ McCarthy shits the bed again this season, and Kevin O'Connell gets fired, and then the Jets can hire him as their head coach next season. And then we have 3 first-round picks in the God 2027 draft. That draft is gonna be godly, godly. Probably the best wide receiver class we've had in many years. Probably one of the better QB classes we have had in latter years, and probably one of the best O-line classes we've had in latter years. But yeah, bro, I don't want to talk about my Jets anymore. I just get depressed. All right, so that's our tier list. I think. Do you want to do like an actual ranking? I would put Dak here.
I'm fine with that.
No, I would put Burrow.
Put Burrow and Jalen just because of the success they've had.
Yeah.
I think that right there is good. Maybe Purdy in front.
Purdy's better. Yeah. He is the best out of the midsection. I don't want to hear nothing else.
I think that's fine.
And then you got Bo Nix. Then him.
Yeah.
I think Rodgers is better than him. I think Daniels is better than him.
Wow, you're really down with CJ.
Yeah, no, CJ's not good.
I mean, 5 interceptions is pretty crazy, but
Shador is here. Shador does.
Oh, we're calling that Shador?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Flacco's played enough to judge him.
I think Flacco's.
I think Flacco's at the front of this list.
There. You think so? You think Flacco's better than Kyler?
He did very well for the Bengals and the Browns.
I mean Super Bowl MVP, so I can't really say anything. JJ is.
I think it's Geno, JJ.
No, I think it's CTE then Geno because CTE's got better results.
Okay, that's fair.
This guy doesn't belong.
I think maybe you're being a little unfair, Justin, but I'll
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He has not played any worse. I mean, granted, he played to the Jets, so I give him a pass because we destroy any quarterback that comes in here. but he's never been good.
I'm just saying I would rather have him over Gino and JJ. But
No, don't you dare say that. Are you kidding me? Gino is a way better passer than this dude. Taking this from a Jets fan that watched every game this season and had stood 3 hours watching an offense throw the ball.
You actually watch the games? But
Yes. All right.
All right, I'll move on from it. That's fine.